Nerdette Newsstand, and as promised, I do want to talk a little bit more about the court case that happened today with Johnny Depp. But first off, I want to apologize. I am having to use my lapel mic in my car. Normally I use my stand-up mic at home, so this one, the audio quality is not quite as good, so I apologize for that. But we did see today that Johnny Depp showed up in London at the court, the high court that had to do with his defamation suit with The Sun. Now, he has a couple of these suits going on. There's Washington Post, and there is also one with Amber Heard, which is the most hopeful because it is coming from a person. When it comes to the tabloids, it is a little trickier because they can get away with saying, allegedly this happened. Well, guess what? They weren't smart enough to do that, and they called the man a wife beater. That is what this is over. They called him a wife beater. Like, how low can you get? But, wait, they can get lower. Because I want to talk about this headline, and I've seen these headlines come up a couple times, and what they're trying to do is paint Johnny Depp in a bad light again. And, the things he said were not great. They were indefensible. But there is a huge difference from saying something terrible to doing something terrible. He didn't hit her. He didn't do those things. She did. He said some dumb things when he was drunk and messed up. Yeah, I get it. People, when it comes to relationships, when you fight with your significant other that you said something dumb. I know I have. So this is just a typical relationship type thing. So let's talk about this. Johnny Depp threatens to burn and drown ex-wife Amber Heard. Now, that's the title they're going with, and I get it, it's clickbait. I'll probably do something similar. But the problem lies in where it's actually the text that comes shortly thereafter. So, let's talk about this article. Raging, I love that. Johnny Depp threatens that he would burn and drown ex-wife Amber Heard. I feel like when I read this, I need some super cinematic, background music in it. And then, F her burnt corpse. During the volatile relationship, the court has heard. Now, these text messages did come out today. Yeah, they are sketchy. As promised, they are very sketchy. Previously unseen 2013 messages alleged that they were sent by the Pirates of the Caribbean star to his actor friend Paul Bettany, which, if you don't know who he is, he's Vision, basically. He was Jarvis before that. So I had no idea they were that good of friends, but I guess so. So they were read at the London's High Court on Wednesday. Depp, who attended the hearing, was in the room as his texts to Bettany were read aloud. So, let's talk about this. So this was on November 6th, 2013, he allegedly, and I love how they're being very careful now. They're making sure they put that allegedly word in there, because, he's going in full force when it comes to the defamation of these tabloid presses. Good for him. Let's burn Amber, the court heard. The court was also told that he allegedly texted Bettany again that day to say, here we go, let's drown her before we burn her. I will F her. Oh, God, it's so messed up. I will F her burnt corpse afterwards to make sure she's dead. It's not funny. It is not funny at all. It's disgusting. But the problem lies in that he said these things and then well, let's get there. So the court also further heard text, allegedly sent by Depp to Bettany from May 2014, which reads, I'm gonna probably stop at the booze thing. Darling, drank all night before I picked up Amber to fly to LA this past Sunday. Ugly me. So he's talking about the fact that, this is a drunken rampage and more than just drunk. He says no food for days, powders, half a bottle of whiskey, 1,000 Red Bull and vodka, pills, 2 bottles of Champers, which I looked up. I didn't know that meant champagne, but okay. On the plane, and what do you get? Angry text messages that are barely eligible, Johnny, but okay. An angry, aggro, engine, in a blackout, screaming obscenities, and insulting any F who got near me. I'm done. I am admittedly too effed in the head to spray my rage at the ones I love. For little reasons, as well as I am too old to be that guy, but pills are fine. What? Like, he's crazy. Honestly, he's a little bit insane, but I guess, that's just the pot calling the kettle black. So, this is, like I said, this is preliminary hearing. Like, they're trying to make him look bad, right? They're trying to make him look like he is saying these horrible things. He is a drunken, rampaging mess. Yeah, let's get to actually, what happened afterwards. The texts that are afterwards that come out and say, so it says, inconveniently for the Sun, here is what Mr. Depp actually said in the very next text. So these portable texts, this is what comes next. He admitted that he could never harm Amber. I am admittedly too effed in the head to spray my rage at the ones I love. So not only did he admit that he loved her, he admitted that he would never hurt her. He admitted that he was drunk and being stupid. Like, come on. You've got to realize that this, just because this person is a celebrity, they're also a human being. Like, you've got to give them some room to err. Now, do I think what he said is okay? Absolutely not. It just creeps me out even reading it. Those crude things, get to a person, and I can't imagine how she felt. But the very next text messages, the very next message that they, left out, because of course they did, say that he could never hurt her, that he would never hurt her, that he loved her. Like, come on, how low of a person do you have to be? Like, honestly, how low of a person do you have to be? And these people like to take stuff like this. This is a perfect example of them kind of taking stuff out of context, shifting it to their narrative. And that's exactly what they did in this situation, except for he fired back and said, yep, I said those things, but in the very next text message, I said I would never hurt her. And I think it's amazing that he got that chance to fire back. So, the full hearing is due to start March 23rd. He is suing, obviously, the Sun. Like I said, he's also suing Heard for libel in the United States. That is taking place in Virginia. And I believe that is set to start in August. Both of these cases I will definitely be covering because I want to know what happened. I want a good precedent to be set for, people within, in the United States, anywhere around the world, to know that you can't get away with these things, to know that it's not okay. And I wonder if that's actually going to happen. We'll have to see. It says, Adam Wolanski QC, representing the Sun, told the London court that in May 2014, text to Bettany appeared to be referring to an alleged altercation on a plane. Now we're going to talk about this one, right? Wolanski said that Depp is accused of screaming obscenities on a flight as he slapped Heard in the face, kicked her in the back, booted her, before allegedly just passing out on a toilet plane, as one would do normally. So, Depp denies he is drunk and abusive during this flight. My thing is if this really happened, and it happened on a plane, where's their bodyguards? Where's their staff? Where's the people saying, yes, he did this? Like, even if it was a plane, it even seems like the pilot would be able to hear some sort of, if the altercation was this big. Like, I just don't believe it. Like, do I believe he might have been drunk on the plane? Sure. Like, people get drunk. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. But I don't believe any of this. I don't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. She's lost that respect for me. These texts go in to the very heart of the case. They are very important and set out the claimant's thinking and respect of a number of different incidents to his recollection. And I did say in my previous video that there is going to be the possibility of a new audio where Amber admits she was never a victim of domestic violence. So I really want to see what happens. Like, I really think this is going to be quite a big story, and I'm definitely going to keep on top of it. Let me know if you guys want to hear about it. Maybe it's just something that personally interests me, but I'm definitely going to cover it. Also, I will, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I will be doing a live stream to help domestic violence victims. Make sure you are there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Subscribestar and Patreons. You guys literally make this channel possible. Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris C, Dave Ross, David L, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Sanjuro, Jeremy Burtz, Joe Bustify, Kato Round, Magical Exotic Diamonds, Mighty Pauls, Mike Buckner, Robert, Steve Glasker, Timothy French, Alice Matt Films, Alexander Trapp, Way Else One, and Troy Reiser. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like on the way out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.